Good afternoon. Well, it was supposed to be Thursday video, but I fell asleep for 4 hours yesterday afternoon. Closed my eyes for a minute. I didn't have Gigi, so fortunately, you know, the poor little thing wasn't crossing his legs while I was sleeping. But 4 hours. And I'd had a good sleep the night before, so I don't know what happened there. Anyway, it's goodies day. Things I've had sent to me. Ooh. So I'm going to show you that in a minute because I've been very, very good. And even though they arrived yesterday, the boxes are still intact. Still intact. But first of all, I'll tell you what's going on. I've finished the virus show for Sarah's mum, so that's all finished. Obviously it needs pressing or blocking. Why do I say pressing? Blocking. As does the pineapple shawl needs blocking too. I can't remember if I showed you this pattern. It's a Rico pattern and it's 582. And it's sort of like a sweater, but it's got a split side if you notice. It's sort of not a cardigan and not a sweater. So I quite like that. So does Sue. So if it sort of flares out, I can always put little buttons down the side there. You know, if it won't stay. Oh, it's got next, you know. I'm not spoiling for a fight, honestly. Anyway, the first of my gifts came all the way from Ukraine. It's a lady called Julia. Oh, I don't know whether I can pronounce her last name. It's Tushnika, I think. Tushnicka, and she sent me this gorgeous crochet magazine that she's going to be producing. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a little fine for the kind of crochet I do, but the motifs are out of this world, you know, they really are. And she is selling this book. If she gives me more details, I'll put them at the end of the video as to where you can purchase one of these. That's the flower talisman. It's got 6 petals. For those of you who do a doily or even a mandala, it's beautiful. It comes with a chart. I won't show you that too much because otherwise you wouldn't be buying the book, would you? This one's called Flower Cinderella. And again, it's a charted pattern, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's like a modern take, isn't it, on a doily, really? You know, you don't normally think of doing a doily or anything like that in those colours, so I really like that. Oh, I don't know whether this is a different version of Flower Cinderella or it's just... Yeah, it is. That's a more complex picture. And it's actually been used in a beautiful top. You know, I do admire these people. She's from the Ukraine, by the way, who do all this fabulous work, don't they? This one's called Ophelia. I'll just put my hands over the chart. It's like not doing very well here, am I? That one. Well, that's part of it. They are so pretty. You could use them for decorations and things, couldn't you? If you didn't want to use them as a mat or something like that. It's got several charts to this Ophelia. Maybe there's different sizes and things like that. This one is called Felicia. Can you imagine that would be so pretty up the front of something, wouldn't it? You know, to decorate a sweater or something. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Or as a central table runner. You know, for decoration. I don't mean to plonk things on. They're so pretty, aren't they? Sue's favourite colours, those together, lime and purple. She likes lime and purple together. I do too. And that's what it's like when it's done in the one shade. There's also, I don't know, I can show you better on the other page if it doesn't show any details. Maybe I can fold it so you can't see any details. It's showing you what kind of yarn she's used there, you know, how you buy it on the cone. Yarn Store Italian Biscos. So I'm sure it tells you where you can buy it from. That's again Felicia, a bit more of the charts. This is create your own opportunity to make the dress Amelie, but this one comes as a kit. I wish I had patience to do something this fine. I suppose you could do the motifs and make them larger, you know, if you wanted to use slightly thicker yarn, and make them, you know, into a bigger motif or a bigger thing. And that's the Secrets of Irish Lace. Irish lace is very, very famous, but I've never been able to do it. It's such a great art, isn't it? So fine. This one's called Avery. Again, it's mine and Sue's favourite colours together, lilac and green. And it's a charted one done in the Italian Biscos. And that's showing just the Avery. Now that would be superb, wouldn't it? Can you imagine that on a black sweater? That would be so superb. As I say, she sent me this, she asked me should she send me this copy? And I said, well, can you send me a hard copy, because it's very, very difficult for me to show a digital version to you, you know, if you were interested in it. And that's a crochet course on the secrets of the dress Beverly. Excuse me. Got a tickle. And that one, I mean, the detail on that is so pretty. It's called Bernice. Look at the detail on those flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely superb. Almost wish, it makes me wish to get out my little, I can't do it because of my arthritis. Oh, that's a closer up version of the Bernice. So I will put down, when I found out the details, so that's showing you part of the Bernice, like just the leaf part of it. If Julia sends me, I think it's Julia, isn't it? Yeah, Julie. Julia sends me the details if you want to order one of these, as to where, you know, they come from. And again, it's showing it, you know, partly done again. How it's done in stages. She gives a lot of detail on this. I can't show you the details, obviously, because of giving too much away, if you know what I mean. And then she does all the crochet symbols as well, with US terminology. She does all of that. And we've got to the end of the book now. And so it's a crochet magazine. It's issue number 1 from March 2018. And it says all the work in this magazine has been tested and approved by the professional crochet master. So she's on the Facebook, if you can read it, facebook.com jthouse.net, which is up there, JT House. So if you wanted to know more details about this, if you go and contact her on Facebook. I mean, that's a beautiful dress, isn't it, that she's made, right, using these things. So, beautiful magazine, thank you, Julia. I probably wouldn't use the motifs as fine as that because of my hand situation, but they're definitely very, very pretty motifs. Right, now comes the part. People have asked me before, can they send me yarn? Not thinking, I don't think, how much the postage will be, and also the fact that it can get stopped by, as you can see, Customs Border Force have opened each packet and had a look inside and decided that it needed VAT added on to it and sent me a bill for it. So The lady who sent it me saying, oh, that's not fair, that's meant to be a gift, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not even telling her how much I had to pay for it, because it is a gift and it's not fair that she should have to pay for my customs, if you know what I mean. But do bear that in mind. I do love getting gifts. It's very nice of everybody to want to send me things, and I'm very, very appreciative of anything that anyone sends to me. But please be aware how much it's going to cost you in the postage. I think this lady had a bit of a shock. Anyway, thank you, Linda, for sending me this. And I won't give her last name out just in case she doesn't want me to. But no doubt she'll put a comment underneath. And then you will know. So I'm going to open box number 1. What is in box number 1? I have no idea. I have no idea. So you're going to be as surprised as me. It's a pity that Sue isn't here, isn't it? Oh, this looks rather interesting. Purple, which I love. Anybody who knows me knows I love purple and aubergine. And how do I get into this to show you? It's sealed at both ends, so we're going to have to make use of the skizzers, as my son used to call them. Where's the skizzers? That is so pretty. Shawl in a ball. I've heard of this. Not seen it. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Community coral. I wouldn't exactly call it coral. I would call it aubergine, but obviously it fades to a pinky colour. And it's got a pattern inside it, but I'm not sure if that's a knitted pattern or... It's 50... Oh, I should have got my glasses, shouldn't I? 50-something% cotton, 39% acrylic and 3% other fibre. So how many yards has it got on it? I really should have got my glasses, shouldn't I? I'm like, they're full. I'm sure you can look it up, can't you, if you want to know how many yards are on it. 150 grams, I think. 481 yards. But that's superb. Look at that colour. That is just so me, Linda. That is really me. Absolutely. Now the others could be the same actually, but you know how it is with these random ones, they ball them up a different way. Yes, it is. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those, so that's going to make something really big, isn't it? Be a lovely, never mind a shawl, it'd be a lovely jacket, wouldn't it? I shall have to research more on that. But it goes to like a pinky colour inside it as well. I've never seen this shawl in a ball. I'm quite happy with this. I'm just sorry that Sue's not here to share opening this box with me. Don't worry, she'll look at it when she gets here. Oh, Willow Quest. Show the world that you care. Care something about what you love, I think it is. It's merino superwash, nylon and bamboo. And it looks like it's fine because it's saying it's a 3-point something hook. Oh, I should have brought my glasses, shouldn't I? Anyway, that's beautiful, isn't it? It's called Jackal. It's Willow Quest. I know who's going to like that colour as well, Sue. She loves browns and tans, and also Kelly would as well. Kelly would love that colour too. She likes the subtle colours, does our Kelly? Oh! Oh. What have I got here? Now, some's in a bag and some's not in a bag. I don't know whether it's the same or what. Could be. It's Peyton's Classic Wool Roving. Again, that's something I've not seen. It's nice and chunky looking, isn't it? And this is Aran colour, and it's pure new wool, 100% pure new wool. I'm not sure whether this is the same. Let me have a look. Maybe this is just bagged up and the other isn't. Yes, it is. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there is 100 grams on them. And I can't see what the yards are because I haven't got my glasses on. I know, shout at me, call me all the names under the sun because I'm so stupid, yes I know. But, yes, it's pure new wool and it feels so soft. Or maybe it tells me there how many yards are on. No, yes it does somewhere. It's number 5, it's a bulky. It's a hand washable, but that's not a problem because anything that's really nice I do hand wash. No, I don't put it on the wool cycle on my machine because I don't have one. I have a delicate wash, but I wouldn't trust anything that, you know, so nice like this. I might eventually put it in the delicate wash eventually, but when it's new, no, I hand wash it all. Oh yeah, it's got it here. Oh gosh, 120 yards, I think. Yeah, nice, isn't it? Ooh, I've still got one more box to do. Oh, Linda, you are spoiling me. Put it all back in the box. What I usually do is close the box up, and then when Sue comes, I'll let her open it again. So she gets the pleasure of opening it the second time. Because she doesn't always watch my videos because she's busy working. And then she's got, a new granddaughter to see too. Right, let me turn this around so there's no addresses on view while I open this one. Make sure there's nothing showing on that side. No, there isn't. I don't want you to think I'm begging by showing you my address. Or Linda's for that matter. This one got sabotaged by the customs as well. Sad to say. Our British customs and we've got over here. But they don't get everything. I've had lots and lots of things sent to me from the US that haven't hit the customs, but every now and again they seem to just choose one at random. I mean, I did have an ice order that was stopped at the customs, and I did say to Ice Yards, what shall I do? And they said, don't pay it. They'll send it back to us and we'll resend you the parcel. And when they resent the parcel, it didn't get stopped by the customs. So, one tip for you girls. If it's from a firm, just refuse delivery. Or refuse to pay, yeah. Right, this is a mixed bag. A mixed bag of things. Oh. Bernat satin. No, I haven't used this before. I'm thinking of Karen Simply Soft. I've not had Bernat satin. So this is nice. It's 100 grams of acrylic. And it is called Seashell. Very, very pretty. Sort of a pink with a slight touch of lilac. Or is it my eyesight that hopes it's got a slight touch of lilac? So I've got 1, 2, 3 of those. I don't think that's the same one. No, this is a different colour. I've got another pink. This one is, have to get the sellotape off. Oh, I went all dizzy then. Ooh. Obviously moved my head too fast. This is Red Heart Soft. I've not had this one actually. I've just had Red Heart before. This is why we in the UK, we appreciate the US yarns, because we don't get them here. We can get them, but we have to pay an absolute fortune for them. Or we can get odd ones through people like Wool Warehouse and, you know, that. but they're not always the same as you buy in the US. They're sort of different version. This one is Red Heart Soft. It's got a scarf pattern in it as well. This is Pink Rose, and it's a 4, although it does look rather thick for a 4. You'll have to let me know if it's thick for a 4, because it looks it a little. Machine washable, which is nice, isn't it? And it's got 5 ounces, which is 141 grams, and 258 yards. So to make a nice scarf, or maybe a hat and a cow, I don't know, just depends how far it goes. There is a pattern done in different colours inside the label, so maybe if you eke it out with another different colour, then that's what would happen to it. And Linda knows my colours. Now, I've definitely not had this before. We used to sell Mary Maxim. I am going back about 40 years, when it used to be in a big hank, and it was all the picture sweaters, you know, with zips up the front. There was things like birds on them and curling, you know, curling games and things, hockey and stuff. Very Americanized jumpers. I made my dad one. It was old-fashioned cars on the front and the back, and he absolutely loved it. And it was all in the wool and everything. And then one day we went out for the day, and I left it drying on the line, and the heavens opened. And unfortunately, back in the day, you had to be more careful with what you used and what you washed and things. And the colours all ran. Oh, the red ran all down. Oh, it ruined the sweater. I was heartbroken. Because you can imagine it'd take me ages to make it. Yeah, this is Mary Maxim Starlet. Not Scarlet, Starlet. Worsted weight. It would go nice with that pink, wouldn't it, to make a hat and scarf set for me. The coat's red, but I don't care. No, I'm not asking you to send me a purple coat, anybody. No. Got lots and lots of coats. Care instructions, see reverse of label. But it said it's machine washable and dryable, so that's all I need to know. And it's got 3.5 ounces and 100 grams, and it is called, no name. Oh yeah, Royal Purple. Royal Purple. That's lovely. That is my colour. My colour, people. Oh, yeah, there's lots of colours to mix with it. She sent me in the same yarn, she sent me what colour? You're going backwards, forwards and sideways with this here. Soft taupe. That would go nicely with that purple, wouldn't it? Besides, that would go lovely together. Oh, let me see what else I've got. Oh, I've got it also in, you go sideways, backwards, forwards with these to read them. A warm brown. I think there's 2 of those. Yes, 2 of those in warm brown. In Mary Maxim Starlet. Oh, that feels so nice. Everybody in the US goes mad about the UK yarns. I am the opposite. I think all the UK yarns. I've got a little section in my stash room that's my US yarns. And I won't let anybody have any of that. Except Sue. Sometimes I let Sue have some. And, oh, I've got brown. I've got 3 in brown. It's called Chocolate. And it is chocolate, isn't it? Oh, keep holding this upside down. Oh, I'm going to have fun with these colours. Might even make a jacket with all the different stripy colours. That would be nice. Oh, and I've got a black. I think it's just called black. Yes, it's called black. I've got a black one. Hey! Now I've got a very unusual looking ball of yarn here. Very, very unusual. I don't know whether the label's fallen off it or let's have a look. Fur yarn. Doesn't say much about it except it says fur yarn. This is nice to trim things though. You know, the to let a row in on a, you know, I do these scarves and things with different textures going through them. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, soft. Oh, it's like stroking a little rabbit or something. It's so soft. Oh, yeah, it's got a label, but it's what does it say? Anything? No, it doesn't say much. It just says 50 grams, I think it says, and it says it's, well, I don't know whether that's, it's not got a hand in it, so I think it's machine washable, but I wouldn't machine wash anything like that. And it's called fur yarn. Fur yarn. So we're getting near the end of the box now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's so soft. Yarn Bee Snuggle Up in white. That is pretty. Yeah, it's called white. They do everything sideways and backwards. Use 6mm knitting needle, so it's got to be a chunky, hasn't it? Or some kind of a trim. That's so pretty. It would look lovely as an edging, wouldn't it? You know, on baby booties or a little baby hat or something. It'd be so pretty. Giving me thoughts about that. I've got here Baby Hugs Red Heart. I've not heard of that one. It's called Safari. I put my box down because I'm nearly at the end of it anyway. That one, isn't that nice? Yeah, the colour is Safari. And it's number 4, again worsted. It's nice that. That would make a nice hat for my great nephew Joe. I usually make them hats at Christmas because they're always losing hats. You know what little ones are like. He's only, what is he, about, I can't remember now, I think he's maybe 5, maybe 6 now. I only see him once a year, so you'll have to excuse me, but I usually make them hats at the Christmas time because they lose them all the time. Children don't, they leave them at school, they leave them all over the place. So they usually have nice hats. That'd make a nice hat, that. Nice hat for Joe, that, I think. That's what that's going to be. Yesterday I didn't do any knitting or any crochet because I fell asleep, I think I tell you. I fell asleep. Oh gosh, this is sweet. Ombre Life by Lion Brand. Oh, this would be fantastic for a shawl. It's lovely and fine. Beautiful. There's 100 grams on it, but there's 437 yards, and it's acrylic and cotton. Oh, there's 2, I think there's 2 balls. Are they the same or are they different? I don't know whether that one's got green hiding in the middle or whether that's just lilac. I'm looking for the colour. No, they are different ones. One's called Happy Hour and the other one's called Nap Time. But there's so much on them, they would probably make a shawl on their own, wouldn't they? You'll have to let me know if you've used it, if it makes a shawl on its own. Yeah, it's 400 metres, 437 yards, so yeah, I'm quite sure. It looks fine, but I'm sure if you used a larger, slightly larger hook, it would... It says it's number 2. And... Can I borrow your glasses? I think this is a 350 hook, so, you know, that's quite a big hook considering how fine it is, yeah. I love the colours. Ombre. I've not used any, or have I used any ombre? I think I used ombre in that purple sweater I made for myself with some purple... Oh, look at this one. I've got a dress on that's driving me nutty because it won't stay where it's supposed to be. And every time I wear it, it flirts upwards, so I think this is one that's going to be going to the charity shop because it's getting on my nerves. I think I'm actually too fat for it, but don't tell anybody, will you? Beautiful, aren't they? Right, I've got one more thing in my basket. One more thing. And, oh, crochet hooks. Now I do use wooden and bamboo. I know some people don't like them, but I do. I've said before, what hook I use depends on which yarn I'm using, because some yarns like the bamboo and the wooden hooks, some yarns like the plastic hooks, and some yarns like the metal hooks. So I do not have one favourite hook. I do tend to swap and switch about a bit, yeah. So, and I've not got small ones that have got the bigger handles, so that might be very useful for me, because I can imagine how thin these are. I can't grip the handles, they're too small. I feel like I've got nothing in my hand. So these will be more me, actually. You know, they've got I mean, that's the way I crochet. I crochet like a pen, is it? Whatever way, pencil. I don't hold it that way. I hold it that way, so the flatness actually is okay for me because it goes like that way. Some of the round ones, you know, the ones with the big round handles, they don't suit me because they don't fit right. And the addy swing with the curve don't suit me at all, because the curve goes the wrong way for me. Yes, well, thank you very much. So Linda, thank you very, very much. This has been very nice opening. An early birthday present for me. But if anybody else is thinking of sending me anything, please be aware how expensive the post is, and the fact that it may get stopped by the customs at this end. May, it doesn't always, but unfortunately Linda's parcel did. But I don't mind, because I'm so happy with the contents of the boxes, because I love American yarn, as you probably gathered. So what I've done today is very, very barely. I've just started one of the mermaid tails that I've got to do, 2 for a friend, and I've only just started it, and so far I'm not liking making it. One of my online friends, Sonia Jones, she made 2, I think, but she made them in the crocodile stitch, and she said never again. Now, I'm not doing the crocodile stitch because it is not my favourite stitch at all. I'm doing mine in just the shell stitch, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit of a labour of love, so I am praying. If you're watching, Sarah, please don't get me any more orders. I'll do these 2, but then after that I think end of, yeah. So I am catching up slightly with my my orders. I'm catching up with the crochet. What I'm not catching up with is doing the blocking out. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow, because my niece can't come to take me shopping. So I'm hoping maybe tomorrow I might get time to do them, if it's a nice day. It's a bit chilly today, but it's not raining, but it's a bit chilly. You know what I'm like with a bit chilly. And then on Sunday, of course, I've got my injection in the spine, which normally I would quite be looking forward to, but this is a different consultant, so I've not had him before, so I just hope he's as gentle. Because sometimes, you know, they catch a nerve when they put the spinal injection in. It's a bit... I mean, the last time Mr. Adidoppo, he's called, the last time Mr. Adidoppo did it, there was like a gel cushion thing that you put your chin on. And when he was doing it, I was biting it. I went... It was like that squashy stuff they make stress balls out of. And she kept saying to me, "Are you alright?" I went, but there might be teeth mark in this when I finished. And they should give you something to bite. Oh dear, but it's worth the pain, because the after effects is usually quite good. You know, you don't get this pain. You get pain, not joking, it doesn't take the pain away, but it decreases it to a level that you can live with, yeah. Whereas at the moment it's at the I want to scream out loud and bang my head against the wall stage at this moment in time. So I'm just hoping that in 2 days I'm fine when I'm sitting down. That's why you always think I look so well. I'm absolutely fine when I'm sat down. It's just when I stand up, or when I stand, or when I sit on a hard chair. You know, if you go out for a meal or something like that. Not that I go very often, but when I go out for a meal, it's sitting on a hard chair. Yeah, it does affect me. And I've tried various cushions on my computer chair, and I haven't found one yet that doesn't make me feel as though I'm sliding forwards and sliding off it. That's another. I must have bought about 5 cushions. And each time it's like, oh, that's great, that's fine, that's lovely. Then within about a fortnight, no, it's not. I'm going to see if my son can adjust. I feel like the whole seat's slightly forwards, you know, like that, instead of being flat over that way. I'm going to see if it's adjustable, if my son can do anything with it. If he can slide it backwards a bit. I'm no good with anything technical, you probably gathered that, haven't you, by now? And I'm just not in the mood for tipping that chair upside down to see what happens, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to go now and do a few more rows on my, I forgot what I'm making now, my mermaid tail. I've started the blue one. So when I get a bit more than 2 rows, I'll show it you again, yeah. And I will be on tomorrow with my Saturday Night Live, although I may cut it a bit shorter, because like I have to get up on Sunday morning, don't I, to get myself showered and prepared for my injection. So take my crochet with me just in case I get to have to wait. One time I had to wait 6 hours, and being diabetic, they didn't give me anything to eat until I complained, and then they went, oh, sorry, yeah. But the last time I was there, I was only in and out in about an hour, so I don't know what the what it will be like this, because they say it's a different hospital and a different consultant. And this consultant's got a name that's about 1.5 inches long on the letterhead, you know. So I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name. I just wanted to Sue, I said, have you heard of this one? She went, oh no, he's got a long enough name, hasn't he? I said, yep. And I still haven't put my things on Etsy, bad me. And I've still got to sew together the shawl. Again, maybe tomorrow I might have time to spread it all out outside if it's not raining, and get the colours of the squares in the right order. And then that'll be another thing finished. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my little haul. And I hope you take a look at the... Oh, I've lost her book now. I don't know where I've put her book now. The lady who sent me the book, I'm sure if you go back a bit or go to the beginning of this, you'll find out she's called Julia, I know that much anyway. Because she was very kind enough to send me that all the way from Ukraine. And it's got lots and lots of stamps on it, so Sian, if you're watching, I'll send them down to you. I'm not going to take them off the envelope, I'll cut the envelope out. Lots and lots of stamps from the Ukraine. So I'm going to go now, and at least my buzzer hasn't gone off this time, and Tony hasn't rung, because I already know he wants me to let the dog out later, because he's going to see you too tonight. Yeah. His late partner, that was one of the last things that she bought him before she passed. So, although he's not really in the mood for going to see a live show, he's, you know, she was in tremendous pain when she bought those tickets, so he wants to go because he knew he would want her to go. She would want him to go, sorry. And so that's where he's going, and that's where I'm letting Buddy out later for his nocturnal week. He's so funny. The other day, he'll knock me over. He must have been so desperate for his wee, he went out the front way, you know. I mean, luckily the garden gate was closed, so he couldn't get out. And then he knocked me over. It was like, you know, when something charges at you. I wasn't prepared. I opened the door going, buddy, and he went choof, right past me and nearly knocked me over in the porch. I thought, poor little soul, he must be crossing his legs here. He just about made it to the first bush he got to. Oh dear, but we've not had any accidents while I've been letting him out, so that's all for the good, isn't it? Yeah. I only do it when his dad's delayed, you know. Usually he's back home in time to let him out, but sometimes on the job that he's on he gets delayed, so it's not a problem. I just pop next door and let him out for a wee. Gigi is sleeping in the front room. Hasn't got a care in the world. I'll go and nurse him in a minute when I've uploaded this video. So if you watch me live, I will be live at 9 o'clock my time tomorrow, won't it? Because it's Saturday tomorrow. And Sunday it's injection time, so I don't know when you'll see me again. I am trying to pick up the number of videos I do, because I was missing for a whole month. I wasn't doing anything except the live videos. So I'm feeling slightly better. I'm pumped full of vitamins and everything known to man. And hopefully they'll start taking effect soon, although they didn't yesterday. Hence the 4 hours of sleep. And I wouldn't mind, but I called myself to have a really good night's sleep the night before. So, anyway, I'm not keep going on about my ailments. This is not what it's about. It's a crochet video and it's on about a haul, isn't it? So I hope you've enjoyed the haul, and I'm going to enjoy squishing all my yarn. So once again, thank you, Linda. Lovely present. Early birthday present. So bye all, and I will see you all tomorrow if you join me live tomorrow. Bye bye. Not got Sue to turn off today, have I?